boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will start this game off. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, though.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Bennett. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way. He'll come out throwing on first down.
pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
On the return, it's Brown. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They're trying to get to it. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Still trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. LSU right back to the line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Jacobs. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. It's a great job by the offense.
Sweet cut there. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. He's already thrown one interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed, and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending and throwing off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game,
the expressway is wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He wants to throw, feeling some heat. And the ball squirted out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. At that time, he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense
fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. It's reverse. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Makes the catch. It's Hunt. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Sellers. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Just plowing ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They move the tight end all over. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Ready to fire from the pistol. To throw, it's Sellers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. On the return, it's Anderson. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. There's a timeout call. This offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, man. Quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have.
And the ball's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let it go. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And, you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Tigers head it quickly to the line.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. To the air, it's Nussmeier. They're working that left side. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Slides away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're bringing heat. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, ball's out! And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Power football with the run. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Makes the catch. It's Bennett. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The spin, still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and goal coming up here. He wants to throw it again. He caught it. Touchdown, South Carolina. And that one will give him the lead. Lining up to add another. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Using his legs, it's Durham. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. They go right back to it. LSU will get a first down. You've probably heard this before. LSU is steamrolling people on the ground right now. This guy could be pushing what Leonard Fournette tried to do and getting close to 2,000 yards in a season.
And when you think about a defense, it all starts and stops with the run game. And I got to get that stop, but I can't stop this guy. I mean, he's been unbelievable, and this LSU offense has been so physical up front. Tell you what, I got to commit everybody to try to get a stop.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. quick handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success in it. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action.
The offense coughs it up. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Hilton. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Oh, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to the air one more time. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Throws for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, LSU!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 31 over Kentucky. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big ball and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football team.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This crowd knows when to bring it. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback.
And the ball's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
What a great job by the defense here, playing with the lead, knowing the opponent needs a touchdown. They're just trying to get to the ball and punch it out. They practice this all week, and it comes up big for them late. That turnover is going to seal this thing.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. the ground to try to pick up the first. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with this foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Coming after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.